Hey viewers, welcome back to my channel. So today's topic is going to be on Venn diagram. Of course, we know that Venn diagram is a diagrammatical representation of mathematical or logical sets, pictorially as a circle or as a closed curve within an enclosing rectangle. Do we get that? Great. So with the definition of Venn diagram in mind, we are going to be answering the question presented on the screen. But before we answer the question, remember that any question that has to do with word problems, and an example of a word problem question is Venn diagram. Remember the rules. Remember that there are some keys, there are some rules you need to observe. Here are the 4 keys to answering word problem question. Number 1, make sure you read the question. Number 2, make sure you understand or comprehend the question. It is very important. You need to understand or comprehend the question. Do we get that? Now, the third rule is that you can interpret the question. Okay, then after interpreting the question, you can now go ahead and solve the question. So we are going to be observing that rule as we solve the question shown on the screen. So watch the question shown on the screen. So we are going to be representing this on a Venn diagram. Going by the definition of a Venn diagram, this is the enclosing rectangle. And we are going to be drawing the 2 subjects as a circle in this rectangle. The 2 subjects are biology and science. Biology and science. Good. So these are the 2 subjects. This is biology and this is science. Remember, the total number of learners equals to 30. So we can just depict that out as 30. Good. Biology, student who took biology are 18, while student who took science are 7. While student who took neither biology nor science is 1. Good. So how many students took biology? They are 18. So we write it as 18. Science, 7 students took science. Then 4 students took both science and biology or biology intersection science as shown here. Biology intersection science equals to what? 4. So you can see we've been able to represent the data or the information on a Venn diagram. So that answers the first question, which says we should draw a Venn diagram for the question or for the information given above. So let's answer the second one. So the second part of the question says we should determine the probability that a learner selected at random takes biology as a subject. Okay, so how do we do that? Of course, we're going to present it this way. Probability that works, the probability that a learner selected at random takes biology as a subject. So probability of biology, that a learner selected at random took biology or takes biology as a subject. So, of course, we know this is biology, 18 and 4. So we are going to be summing up the total number of biology. So we have 18 plus 4 divided by the sum of all the learners, which is this, divided by 30. So 18 plus 4 gives us 22 divided by 30. You can decide to break it down. And when you break it down, you have what? 2 can divide, we have 11, we have 15. So we can leave our answer as 11 over 15. So that answered the first part of the second part of the question that says we should determine the probability that a learner selected at random takes biology as a subject. Now, the third question now says we should also determine the probability that a learner selected at random also takes science as a subject. So, we have the probability of a learner selected at random takes science as a subject. So, we also sum up the total number of science, which is what? 4 plus 7, divided by the total number of what? Learners. So when we add them up, what do we have? We have 11 divided by 30. So we leave our answer as that. So that answers the question that says we should determine the probability that a learner selected at random takes science as a subject. The fourth part of the question says we should also determine the probability that a learner selected at random takes science and biology. Good. So, how do we answer that? Number 4, probability that what? A learner selected at random takes science and biology, that's science intersection biology, as a subject. Okay, so we have that. So what is science intersection biology? This is where they both intersect. They both intersect at this point. So science intersection biology is going to be 4. Good. So 4 divided by the total number of divided by 15. And that also answered the question. All right, good. So the fifth question says we should determine the probability that a learner selected at random takes either biology and science. Either biology and science. So, which means that we are going to present it thus. Probability of what? Either biology or science. So we have biology, junior what? Science. Do you know why we need to represent that as a union? Because the question did not say and. And stands for intersection. Why either stands for what? Union. Do we get that? So we use union for either. We use and for what? Intersection. So that's why we have to represent that as a union. Probability that a learner selected at random takes either biology and science. All right, good. So what do we do from here? We break it down. Of course, we know the probability of biology. We add it to the probability of science. Then we say minus probability of what? Science intersection biology. Are we good? Great. So what is the probability of biology? That is 22 divided by 30 plus probability of science is 11 divided by 30 minus probability of science and biology is what? 4 over 30. Luckily for us, they all share the same denominator, which is what? 30. So this will be very easy for us to solve. So what do we do? What we need to do is just to simplify the numerator. 22 plus 11 is 33. 33 minus 4 will give us what? 29. So we make our denominator to be 30. And that answers the other part of the question. If you have watched this far, thank you so much for watching, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye for now, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.